Okay, just for a second. Just for a second. Watch this. I've been working on that. Welcome back, everybody, to Deconstructing Epic, the show hosted by a 16-year-old who absolutely hates Tootsie Rolls. Today, we are going over song number 5, Warrior of the Mind, last song in the Troy Saga. I don't know if I've really explained this before, but Epic the Musical is made out of 9 different sagas compiled together. There's the Troy Saga, there's the Cyclops Saga, the Ocean Saga, the Circe Saga, the Underworld Saga, Thunder Saga, Wisdom Saga, Vengeance Saga, and the Ithaca Saga. Ithaca Saga, meaning we're back in Ithaca for the finale of Epic. Oh, I cannot wait to get there, but that's way down the road, and we're only on song number 5. Warrior of the Mind, oh gosh, it introduces us to one of my favorite motifs in the entire show. And also, we're finally able to explain what that da 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 da, what that little musical idea means, because we heard it back in Horse and the Infant, da 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 down 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 down, and then we heard it in Full Speed Ahead somewhere. Gosh, it was like in background music. And then Open Arms, we kind of heard like a flipped version of it. And now in Warrior of the Mind, we're going to hear it again, and we're going to figure out exactly what it means. All right? So, I don't even know how else to preface this video, so let's just go. Let's just go.
Have you forgotten the lessons I taught you?
Athena!
Athena. We're meeting Athena, the Greek goddess of, gosh, like wisdom, intelligence, and war, but specifically like the strategy of war. And so that's who we're meeting today. And oh gosh, just the music itself is so good. Listen to this again.
Have you forgotten the lessons I taught you?
And Tegan Early, who voices Athena in Epic, she just has this like power, this confidence in just how we hear her. Oh gosh, it's so good. It's so good. And she comes in and it's, have you forgotten the lessons I taught you? And Odysseus like, Athena, where'd you come from? What the frick? We're going to figure out exactly what's happening here in a minute. Just let's go back because we need to listen to that again. It's so good.
Have you forgotten the lessons I taught you?
Athena!
Have you forgotten to turn off your heart? This is not you.
Have you forgotten to turn off your heart? Remember, literally in the last song, Open Arms, Polites is trying to get Odysseus to be more empathetic in how he goes about, oh gosh, English today is so bad, oh my goodness. Polites is trying to get Odysseus to be more optimistic and empathetic in the way he treats other people, the way he like goes into situations. Like on the island with the Lotus Eaters, they had the option to just like raid the place and take whatever they needed, but Polites is like, no, let's go in there, ask if they can help us, because let's be nice. Let's be nice. But then Athena comes in and she's like, have you forgotten to turn off your heart? This is not you. But she like prefaces it with, have you forgotten the lessons I taught you? So Athena, just from this like from the first 15 seconds of the song, we know that Athena at least was a teacher to Odysseus, and also she taught Odysseus to be that strong, closed off warrior, right? Okay, let's keep going. Also, we hear this piano from the not very beginning, but we hear this piano. Listen to this. Going back to the beginning, gosh.
Have you forgotten the lessons I taught you?
Athena!
It's in this pattern. Da digga digga da 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 digga digga da 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 da. And that is Athena's motif. And we'll see throughout the entire show how it changes and how it develops. And it's so good. Oh gosh. Once we get to, what song is it? It's song 30? Song 30 is where it really, something about it really develops. Well, two things. One of them's kind of an Easter egg, and one of them is it really develops. Anyways, let's keep going.
Have you forgotten to turn off your heart? This is not you.
Also, we replayed that time like we played that moment like 5 times.
I see you changing from how I've designed you. Have you forgotten your purpose? Let me remind you.
Listen to the build-up.
Goddess of wisdom.
The piano is so good.
Master of war.
Also, here's a good time to not remind you, but let you know to not let you know. Frick. To help you notice, I guess is a way to put it. There's a better word, I know. But listen, there's a clock ticking sound in the background.
Goddess of wisdom, master of war.
We have heard that before. And guess what? We're going back to the first song, because we always go back to the first song. Horse and the Infant. Listen to the very beginning.
Alright, my brothers, listen closely. Tonight we make the Trojan.
There's that same clock ticking sound, which means, well, what is Odysseus doing at the beginning of the Horse and the Infant? He is strategizing. He's telling his men exactly what's going to happen and how they're going to defeat the city of Troy. And there's that clock ticking sound to remind us that Athena taught Odysseus how to do this. It's not that there's a common misconception. Athena did not give Odysseus the strategy. She taught Odysseus how to strategize. And that's why there's a clock ticking sound there. I think I didn't talk about it in the video, but I definitely remember leaving it in the description. That's why you always have to check the description for the notes that I missed. Anyways, let's just go back to Warrior of the Mind. Should we go back from should we just go forward instead of going back from the beginning? Let's just go back to Goddess of Wisdom.
Goddess of wisdom.
You hear that clock ticking.
Master of war. My life has one mission. Create the greatest warrior.
And the piano too. Da 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 dum dum dum. It's this very like syncopated. We have the like da 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 digga digga whatever. How's it go?
Goddess of wisdom.
Da 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 dum.
Master of war. My life has one mission. Create the greatest warrior.
Also, this is almost kind of an I Want song for Athena, because she says, like, my life has one mission, create the greatest warrior. And then she'll go on to explain how, like, she met Odysseus, and Odysseus is supposed to be that greatest warrior. But I didn't really talk about I Want songs in the very first video, even though I should have, because The Horse and the Infant is partially an I Want song. Because we heard Odysseus asking those questions. Maybe I should just play it.
Families wonder where you've been.
Where is it?
To kill the brothers of Hector. Yes, sir.
Find that inner strength now. Use that well of pride.
Fight through every pain now.
Ask yourself inside, what do you live for? What do you try for? What do you wish for? What do you fight for?
What do you live for? What do you try for? What do you wish for? What do you fight for?
Penelope and also Telemachus, that is who Odysseus is fighting for. And we know in Just a Man, Full Speed Ahead, that all Odysseus wants is to get back to his family, to his kingdom of Ithaca. That's all Odysseus wants. And in the first 4 songs, we've kind of established that for Odysseus. Now we're meeting Athena, and we're understanding where she's coming from and what her goals and her intentions are. That is the purpose of an I Want song. It's so that we, the audience, can connect with a character. Let's go back to Warrior. I was so close to being right on the mark.
Life has one mission. Create the greatest warrior.
We still hear that clock ticking. Also, just listen to these drums. I love these drums.
Maybe one day he'll follow me and we'll make a greater tomorrow. Then they'll see I know he'll change the world, 'cause he is a warrior of the mind.
Hear that musical idea. Warrior of the mind. That'll come back.
Maybe one day I'll reach him and we can build his skills as I teach him. If there's a problem, he'll have the answer. He is a warrior of the mind.
Show yourself. I know you're watching me.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Go back to show yourself.
Show yourself. I know you're watching me.
We hear that. Da-dum, da-dum. We'll come back to that in just a minute. So let's find out what's happening first. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look at each of the times that we've heard that motif and find what's in common with them. Let's go back.
Show yourself. I know you're watching me. Show yourself. I can see you.
How can you see through my spell?
I was lying, and you fell for my bluff.
All right. So in order to understand what's happening, we kind of have to go outside of the song because it doesn't necessarily portray it in the best way. What's happening is when we hear this music, this little idea, listen to this. In the world of epic, the gods have kind of like superpowers. I think they just are superpowers. But what Athena can do, she has a power called quick thought. And what quick thought is she can basically have a conversation with someone in an instant. And so what's happening here is we heard that same music at the very beginning. Go back to the beginning of the song. And so, so we know that this entire song is inside of that quick thought. This is not Athena showing up and presenting herself to all of Odysseus's crew and the fleet of ships and everything. No, this is Athena inside the mind of Odysseus. So let's go back to where we were. And it's also important to mention that this second section of the song, it's Athena showing Odysseus a memory of when they first met. Keep that in mind here.
Show yourself. I know you're watching me.
And we hear that musical idea.
I can see you.
How can you see through my spell?
I was lying, and you fell for my bluff.
All right. So in just these 4 lines here, Odysseus can't see Athena, but then says, I can see you. And Athena's like, how can you see through my spell? And Odysseus reveals he was lying, and Athena fell for his bluff. And this shows how smart Odysseus is. He is a warrior of the mind. And actually, this is a perfect time to go back and analyze some of the lyrics from earlier in the song. Athena sings, I had a challenge, a test of skill, a magic boar only the best could kill. One day, a boy came for the thrill, a boy whose mind rivaled the boar's own will. The boy she's talking about is Odysseus. Odysseus is the one who killed the boar. And because he killed the boar, Athena came to Odysseus, which is this memory that we're going back to. Let's go. So, haha, I was lying. And you fell for my bluff.
I was lying, and you fell for my bluff.
Well done, enlighten me, what's your name?
You first, and maybe I'll do the same.
Also remember, always listen to the background music. What music can you hear after Odysseus does a little
I was lying, and you fell for my bluff.
Well done, enlighten me, what's your
That's just Odysseus's motif, plain and simple. Dun 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 dun. So let's keep going and figure out what's happening in this scene that warrants that motif coming back.
Well done, enlighten me, what's your name?
You first, and maybe I'll do the same.
Nice try, but two can play this game.
Nah, don't be modest. I know you're a goddess, so let's be honest. You are Athena. Athena. Bad.
And actually, it's interesting. Listen to the music. So let's be honest. So let's be honest. You are Athena, and we hear Athena's motif channeled by Odysseus, and it's so cool.
So let's be honest. You are Athena.
Dun, 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 dun.
Badass in the arena. Unmatched winning and queen of the best strategies we've seen.
Oh gosh, and something else I want to mention here. When Athena and Odysseus are kind of going back and forth, we hear like that dun 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 dun, that whole part. Listen to the beat that they come in. I'm just gonna count the beat, and listen to the beat that they come in until Odysseus is like, "Nah, don't be modest."
I was lying.
And you fell for my bluff.
Well done, enlighten me, what's your name?
You first, and maybe I'll do the same.
Nice try, but two can play this game.
Nah, don't.
Every time, well, for the first 3 times, they both come in on 2, but then Odysseus like steps in and is like, "Nah," on 1. He comes in on the first beat. So
Well done, enlighten me, what's your name?
1, 2,
You
3,
first,
4,
and
5,
maybe
6,
I'll do
7,
the
8.
same.
1,
Nice
2, 3,
try,
4,
but two
5,
can
6,
play
7,
this
8.
game.
1,
Nah,
2,
don't be
3.
modest. I know you're a goddess, so
Let's be honest, you are Athena.
badass in the arena.
Athena's motif.
Unmatched winning and queen.
So what was Odysseus doing? That's the whole point. Odysseus knows that it's Athena the entire time, but Athena doesn't know who Odysseus is. And Odysseus is trying to trick Athena, almost. Just like how you could say Odysseus was tricking the city of Troy with the Trojan horse. So that's where Odysseus's motif comes in. Whenever Odysseus is using his cunning and his intelligence, his warrior of the mindness, to gain the upper hand in a situation. That's where we hear that motif. Also, let's go back to Show Yourself.
Show yourself. I know you're watching me. Show you.
There's that musical idea. Da-da, da-da, which we've heard in almost every song so far. What does it mean? What does it mean? Well, let's go back to the very first song, The Horse and the Infant. And it's here where that little musical idea is used.
All right, my
Well, first
brothers,
of all-
listen closely.
First of all, it's just part of Odysseus's motif. That's that. Let's go to...
What I say and you'll see them again.
Yes, sir!
Diomedes will lead the charge. Agamemnon will flank the guards.
You hear that on the electric guitar. It's still Odysseus.
Teucer will shoot any Atlas attacking. Little Ajax will stay back. Nestor, secure.
Sorry, I just had to jam out to that for a second. Where's the next part? When it comes in.
You fight for.
Attack!
It comes back in this full force fashion when they're finally attacking the city of Troy. This very dangerous, very warrior-like thing to happen. So that's pretty much everywhere that it pops up in the first song. Did it come up in Just a Man? I don't think it did. Full Speed Ahead. Where does it come up?
Of open sea, but the
Oh
problem's
yes,
not the
I know.
Get back alive
Two. It's in the background music.
600 men, 600 miles of open sea, but the problem's not the distance.
It's when Odysseus is talking about they have to sail back home to Ithaca. 600 miles of open sea where anything could go wrong. It's a very dangerous situation. Now, let's go to Open Arms and go to that second chorus where it's kind of in the background music again.
600
Where
friends
is
are
it?
waiting.
So
Whatever we face, we'll be fine if we're leading from
listen to
the
it.
heart.
Dun,
No
dun,
matter
dun,
the place,
dun,
so we can light up the world. Here's how to start.
And remember, here it's kind of backwards, and it's also in this light sort of mood. But what's happening in this part of Open Arms? Well, right after Polites sings the second chorus, Odysseus shows Polites how eating the fruit would have been a very bad thing to do, incredibly dangerous. I keep using that word, maybe it means something. And now, let's go to Warrior of the Mind and see where it's used. Let's go, where is it? Frick. Oh yeah. We have the quick thought music.
Show yourself. I know you're watching me. Show yourself.
What's happening in this situation?
I can.
Well, we've seen this theme of danger. Is there any danger here? Well, there's definitely uncertainty, because even though Odysseus knows that it's Athena, he doesn't necessarily know what she's there for. And Athena is this god of war, god of strategy of war, and she's very intimidating. She's pretty much the most intimidating god, at least in my opinion. But there's definitely the sense of possible danger, and that is why that musical idea is there. Da-da, da-da, which, not coincidentally at all, is why that motif is called the danger motif. When you hear that, there might be some danger lurking just around the corner. Sorry, I tried to make that scary, creepy, and cool, but it didn't really work out like that. Anyways, let's keep going with the song.
Nah, don't be modest. I know you're a goddess. So
Build
let's
up.
be honest. You are Athena. Athena. Badass in the arena. Unmatched, witty, and queen of the best strategies we've seen.
If you're looking for a mentor, I'll make sure your time's well spent.
Sounds like a plan. Goddess and man. Bestest of friends.
We'll see where it ends.
Okay.
Also, little thing to mention here. Athena's like, if you're looking for a mentor, I'll make sure your time's well spent. Saying Athena is perfectly willing to be Odysseus's mentor. Odysseus is the warrior of the mind, and Athena, like we heard earlier in the song, she wants to train a warrior of the mind to be this great power, this great force. And Odysseus has slightly different goals. Sounds like a plan, goddess and man, bestest of friends. And Athena's like, we'll see where it ends. Because being friends with Odysseus is not Athena's main goal. Odysseus is this young, energetic kid, at least back in this memory, he is. And he sees this god, how do I say this? Odysseus sees Athena as this strong, powerful god. And it wouldn't be that far-fetched to say Odysseus befriending Athena would be a pretty good idea, especially with what happens in the rest of the show. But that's beside the point. Let's keep going with the song.
Maybe one day
Go back into the chorus. Odysseus comes in and harmonizes because Athena is on this, maybe one day they'll follow me and we'll make a greater tomorrow, just like in the first chorus. But Odysseus comes in on, maybe one day they'll follow me and we'll make a greater tomorrow. They're harmonizing, and it's symbolizing this partnership, this collaboration between the two. And let's see where that goes.
We know we'll change the world 'cause we are the warriors of the mind.
Remember earlier when I said Athena's like warrior of the mind? Warrior of the mind. She holds up She holds out that top note. But listen to what Odysseus does here.
We are the warriors of the mind.
He does a little riff, mind, and it perfectly harmonizes with Athena's warriors of the mind, while Athena's just holding that out there. Let's keep going.
Maybe one day we'll reach them, and we can build their skills as we teach them. If there's a problem, we'll have the answer. We are the warriors of the mind.
And listen to what happened there. Athena follows suit to Odysseus and starts to do the riff on that top harmony. So Odysseus is doing, we are the warriors of the mind. And Athena's going, frick.
We are the
We are the warriors of the mind. Versus Odysseus, mind. But my point is, Athena follows suit with that riff going downward, and that really sticks together their partnership, their collaboration, their teamwork, how Athena is the mentor to Odysseus, and their relationship throughout the rest of the musical is very important in this little musical idea here with the riffs going down from warriors of the mind. It develops so beautifully in later songs. Let's keep going.
We are the warriors of the mind.
I still intend to make sure you don't fall behind. Don't forget that you're a warrior of a very special kind. You are a warrior of the mind. Don't disappoint me.
And there's that quick thought music. We're going out of the song, out of quick thought. So, what have we really figured out during the song? Well, one, that da-do, da-do, it's the danger motif. And whenever we hear it, we should be on the lookout for any possible danger. Second, Athena's instrument is the piano. We heard it throughout the entire song, that da digga digga da 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 digga digga da 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 da, and also that really rhythmic part, the da 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 dum dum dum, the digga 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 digga. I can't go that high. It doesn't matter. But Athena wants Odysseus to be the strong warrior, a warrior of the mind, who uses strategy to get out of situations, to get out of bad situations. She also is disappointed with Odysseus following in Polites' footsteps, following Polites' worldview, because that's why she had to come in and break out into song in the first place, because Odysseus was getting too far sucked into Polites' mindset. Is that pretty much it? And then also the musical connection with that riff going down, the way Athena sings it solo at the very end.
You are a warrior of the mind.
When earlier in the song, she was singing, where is it? Wait, hold up, just a second.
He is a warrior of the mind.
Just holding that, and she goes from holding it to the riff, showing how she and Odysseus are partners. I really want to stress that. Oh gosh, it's so good. I think that's pretty much all for this video. There was a lot that we talked about. This is probably going to be like a half-hour video. Anyways, let's just go back to the beginning, listen through it again. It's so good.
Have you forgotten the lessons I taught you?
Athena!
Have you forgotten to turn off your heart? This is not you. I see you changing from how I've designed you. Have you forgotten your purpose? Let me remind you.
yourself. I know you're watching me. Show yourself. I can see you.
How can you see through my spell?
I was lying, and you fell for my bluff.
Well done, enlighten me, what's your name?
You first, and maybe I'll do the same.
Nice try, but two can play this game.
Nah, don't be modest. I know you're a goddess, so let's be honest. You are Athena. Athena, badass in the arena, unmatched, witty, and queen of the best strategies we've seen.
If you're looking for a mentor, I'll make sure your time's well spent.
Sounds like a plan. Goddess and man, best as a friend.
We'll see where it ends.
Okay.
Maybe one day they'll follow me and we'll make a greater tomorrow. Then they'll see I know we'll change the world, 'cause we are the warriors of the mind. Maybe one day we'll reach them and we can build their skills as we teach them. If there's a problem, we'll have the answer. We are the warriors of the mind. I still intend to make sure you don't fall behind. Don't forget that you're a warrior of a very special kind. You are a warrior of the mind. Don't disappoint me.
Well, we're done with the Troy Saga. We're 5 songs in. 5 songs out of 40. We are 1/8. We are 12.5% done with Epic the Musical. Sorry, I'm a math nerd. Anyways, that was Warrior of the Mind, guys. Oh gosh, it's such a good song. I say that with every song, but like ADHD. I say that with every song, but like it's so good. Oh gosh. Anyways, next week we're going to be going over Polyphemus, which I'll admit it's my least favorite song in the entire show, but that does not mean that it's not important. It is incredibly important because a lot of stuff happens in Polyphemus. Anyways, we'll talk about that next time. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like or a comment. If you have any thoughts, if you want to tell me anything, leave that down in the comment section. I do read comments, the like 5 comments that I get, maybe if I'm lucky, but you know. Yeah. Subscribe. See you next time. Peace.